Hello fellow space engineers, this is Marcelo from ACFM Gaming, and today I want to talk about the Scorpio missile patrol ship. This is a design created by Bored Arsonist, and it can be classified as a patrol boat or a gunboat. We're testing it against the invader carrier Ekimeru. Now, this carrier is designed by the same creator of the Invaders mod, and is designed to be an NPC ship that flies in your survival world, and then it releases fighters if you come close to it. So that's the perfect target for this ship. And being a patrol boat, it should be more than a match for the small ship, the small fighters that the carrier launches. Now I wanna take this opportunity to try out some ideas and concepts that I have when it comes to small patrol boats, and especially how they behave versus the small ship rockets or small ship launch rockets, because they're in the verge in one of those weird thresholds that space engineers have when a large grid ship is too small, and it might end up being weaker than a small ship gone large, for example. And now I say that because the way damage disperses itself on a ship's hull in this game, and it's more of a matter of resolution, which is kind of like my friend Sokonen calls it. A small ship gone large has more, let's say, block resolution than this one. For example, if you take a design, a small ship that is the same size, and the nose, for example, which is the section that is going to take the blunt of the damage, is going to have more blocks. So, the damage multiplier that dissipates along those blocks is going to diminish greatly in a small ship rather than in this big one. And also, if we add the fact that rockets phase through armor and blow up internal components, then in theory, a ship like this is going to be weaker than an oversized small grid. And I want to try that because I think the gunboats like this or missile boats like this have a very well defined niche, and they could act as pickets or maybe supports for a smaller fleet or a flotilla of corvettes. And I think we proved in the previous video, in which I feature another one of Bored Arsonist designs, his monitor corvette, that the corvette basically reigns supreme against any small grid. Even with modded weapons, the corvette basically eats up entire squadrons of small grid ships. So I want to see if we can maybe push the design a little bit longer, or in this case a little bit shorter, I guess. Being a patrol boat, the class of ship that is directly below a corvette, see how well it fares against a squadron of small ships. Okay, here we go. We have all the enemy small ships. Somehow, there seems to be an active. Okay, let's see. So the biggest advantage that these large grid small ships have is that they have the rocket launcher, which is a super weapon. Let's see how we fare against. Getting hits. We have to recognize that we don't have the advantage of the self-repair that we can find even in corvettes. This ship is just too small for that, and we need to stand clear of the enemy carrier. I'm missing too much. Damn it. think I'm out of... Yeah, I'm out of weapons. Okay, I lost all weapons. Well, it's a good thing they're not pursuing for some reason. Okay, let's do a damage test now. Let's see how much the hull can take before coming apart. So I'm gonna try to fly in an orbit around the carrier. See how resistant it is. Sorry, but in general I think we have proven that the closer that we get to fighter size, even with, you know, patrol boats or gunboats, the more of them that you're gonna need. Especially the lack of a self-repair system is gonna be heavily taxing on the combat performance of the ship. Well, apparently the ship takes damage very well, and this orbit pattern is actually helping evade, especially the rockets, which are the most dangerous. Now this is where these ships shine, you know, harassing capital ships like this carrier. So it's always wise to keep some momentum. That yeah, as soon as we begin slowing down, damage becomes significant. Okay, we lost the nose. Whoa. Let's see how much it takes for the cockpit to go down. So far, the ship has proven to be very resilient. Okay, we lost main power. So we managed to lose control and main thrust, and still the cockpit wasn't destroyed. Well, there you have it. This is one tough tiny ship.